It's that time of year. I'm going to make sure this stream's getting set up well. Yes, we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of year. I don't know about you, but this offseason didn't feel that long to me. Probably because of the fact that the Chiefs got belt to ass in the Super Bowl. And it put me in a long state of football depression. Didn't really give a shit about it. I mean, obviously now I do. I'm really excited to get into this new season. Clean slate, start from scratch. But, I mean, this whole offseason, I didn't really think about the Chiefs too much because I was so, just upset about how the season ended last year that I couldn't find myself to get excited for a while. But I'm excited now because it is the first game day of this season. It's interesting because it's not on a Thursday or a Monday or a Sunday. It's on a Friday because the NFL has chosen the Chiefs to put us in the Brazil international game against the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, for this prediction video, I think I'm just going to use this little paint app and kind of scribble win, loss, whatever. I'm going to try and keep this a little short due to the fact that Instagram and TikTok has absolutely obliterated the attention span of people's brains. My long videos don't get anywhere near the amount of views they used to get, and I think, for one, I'm not consistent on here, so people lose interest over time. It's hard to grow a channel when you're not consistent. You're not making great content. I like the content I make, but let's be real, the effort I put into it is not by any professional standards. I don't make Mr. Beast-esque videos. But I think another big contributing factor to that is just the fact that YouTube is kind of falling off because people's attention spans are so damn short these days because of these social media apps doing the shorts and stuff. So for that reason, I think for this upcoming season and most of my YouTube videos, I'm going to try and shorten them. Honestly, I think that's the best way forward. I think nowadays, a 5-minute video is a lot more attractive than a 25-minute video. So even on my recaps and stuff, if I can even do every game, I think those recaps are probably going to be about 5 to 10 minutes these days. Last couple seasons, they've been anywhere between 20 and 35 minutes every week. But this time, I think I'm really going to shorten them just because that's the way that this economy works. But let's go ahead and get started. Chiefs game day. I'm so excited. And we open up in Brazil against the Chargers, as previously stated. Let's go ahead. So, for the first prediction, how do I want to do this? Do I want to do I want to scribble a little bit? Yeah, let me see that. So, can I I guess I can, yeah, I guess. Yeah, we'll just rock with this. Feel free to drop your predictions as well in the comments. Tell me if I'm right. Tell me if I'm wrong. Argue with me. I don't care. Week 1, which is now in 2 hours, TikTok. The Chiefs play the Chargers, and I think that the Chiefs are winning this one. What can I say? Put a little W right there. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think the Chiefs have gotten better this offseason. I think the whole division has gotten a hell of a lot better this offseason, but I think for the Chiefs, they're just still too damn good. I'm seeing so many analysts on ESPN, NFL Network, whatever it might be, say that, oh, no, this is the Broncos' year to win the division. The Broncos are going to win it this time. It's like, no. I mean, how could you possibly, other than the fact, out of spite of disliking the Chiefs, how could you justify not choosing the Chiefs to win the division? Mahomes, in his 7 years as a starter, has never lost the division. Not once. Why is that going to be different this year? Because they lost in the Super Bowl? Oh, God forbid a team makes the Super Bowl and loses in it by 50 touchdowns. God forbid, right? They're going to suck now because even though they got past all the great AFC teams that are predicted to win the championship every single year, the Baltimore Ravens, the Buffalo Bills, whoever, even though the Chiefs beat them in the playoffs, they still suck now because they lost in the big one. This is not how this works. So the Chiefs are still going to be good. I think they're going to be a more talented team this year. Winning 15 games again, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we're going to win 15 games again, especially in the close fashion that we won a lot of our games in last year. One-score games, a lot of really dramatic, high-intensity games the Chiefs pulled away in last minute. I don't think we're going to see as many of those. I don't think the Chiefs are going to win them all like they did last year. So I don't think they're going to get to 15 wins, but I think on paper they are more talented. You add Josh Simmons on that O-line, who's been dominant in training camp and preseason, already shown that he's better than Suamataia and whatever might have you, Wanye Morris. I think the Chiefs' offensive line has gotten better. I think Josh Simmons alone is going to make a drastic improvement to the Chiefs' O-line. I think Mahomes, as a result of that, is going to have a lot more time in the pocket to sit back and throw the ball and not have to get rid of it so quickly like he's had to do the last season or 2 or 3. So, I think tonight is going to be a W for the Chiefs. I think they're starting off the season hot. Well, I think the Chargers are a good team. I just think the Chiefs are better. Moving on, we got Baltimore. Now, the Chiefs usually like to beat the Ravens in very, very, very close games. They don't win them all, but they have lost in the past. They don't win them all, but they win most of the time. This time, oh wait, what am I talking about? It's not the Ravens yet. I'm going up to down. It should be going left to right. My bad. Week 2 is actually the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles, oh boy, this is going to be a top-tier home opener. Super Bowl rematch as the first game at Arrowhead of the season. Oh my gosh, here we go. So here's the deal. The Chiefs got the floor wiped against them to the Eagles in the Super Bowl, but that was mainly a result of a trash O-line. Mahomes didn't have any time to get rid of the ball. It was an exact repeat of the Tampa Super Bowl. We all know this. Or ball knowers know this, I should say. I think first Arrowhead game of the season, improved Chiefs O-line, a hungry and pissed off Chiefs team. Yeah, they're winning this one. I don't care. They are beating the Eagles. I don't care. The Super Bowl, now it means nothing. That was in the past. That was last season. Times have changed. Chiefs are getting this W. Week 3, New York Giants. Fun fact, I am probably going to be at this game. Shout out my buddy Nick, longtime friend of mine. He's a huge Giants fan. We have talked about going up to the next Chiefs-Giants game together, wherever it is, Arrowhead or New York, for a very, very long time now. Chiefs and Giants only play each other once every 4 years on schedule. So it's the last time we played, it was 2021. I remember that game very well. It came down to the very end. The Chiefs at that point in that season were struggling mightily. I think at one point they were 4-4 through 8 games or something very similar. The Chiefs struggled mightily in the first half of that season. Almost blew the game to the Giants at Arrowhead. This time it's in New York. And with Russell Wilson as starter, I think they'll be a little bit better than last year. But I don't think they're going to be that much better. This one, it should be an easy Chiefs W. And I apologize for that atrocious W. I'm going to redo that one. Yep. Okay. Now we're at the Ravens. Like I was saying before, the Chiefs usually beat the Ravens in the regular season. Not always, but they usually do. But the common theme is that the games are always super close. If you remember last season, it was our first game of the season. It was the first NFL game of the season, Thursday Night Football at Arrowhead against the Ravens. That came down to Isaiah Likely having his foot out of bounds by a half an inch, and that ended the game. So here's where I think the Chiefs are going to acquire their first loss of the season. I think the Chiefs will lose to the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are a damn good team, and I just don't see how the Chiefs can continue beating great teams like the Ravens. It's just at some point you've got to lose a couple of these games. I think this is the time to do that. Moving on, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars, and as a Florida resident, I have a rule, a personal rule, where if the Chiefs are playing in Florida, I have to go to the game as long as there's no drastic schedule events that I must attend, whether it's like required work or, I don't know, family emergency or some shit. I have to go to a Chiefs game in Florida. That's just the way it is. And the Jaguars aren't very good this year. I mean, some people think they'll make a wild card spot. I don't think they're great. They weren't great last year. What was their record last year? I'm gonna look this up really quick, just so I don't spew shit out of my mouth. they were 4-13. They were garbage. They'll be a little better this year, but I don't think they'll be amazing by any means. The Chiefs should not have a problem winning this one. Side note, thank God this is a Monday night game. The last two Chiefs games in Jacksonville, in which I've attended both of them, 2019 and 2023. Man, I tell you, both of those games were September at 1 o'clock. That is brutal for Florida weather. Just absolutely brutal. Both games were over 100 degrees. Hardly any cloud coverage. I personally witnessed not one, but multiple fans being taken out by EMT because of heat strokes, dehydration. It is brutal. So when I saw that it was, fifth game of the season, I was like, not again. Are you kidding me? And then I saw Monday night. Thank God this is a night game. Yeah, Chiefs are going to win this one. Detroit Lions. So the Lions are a great team, no doubt about it. A lot of people think that they're going to take a step back this year. But I just don't see it. I think the Lions are going to be just as good as they've always been. I think that, they came into Arrowhead and beat the Chiefs season opener 2 seasons ago. 2 seasons ago. It's the 2023 season. And I think they're going to do it again. I think the Chiefs lose this game. But 4-2 through 6 games, can you really complain that much if you're a Chiefs fan? I mean, 3 of the first 6 games, arguably 4 are against really great teams. I say arguably because, LA would be lumped into that. But the Chargers, they play the Chiefs tough every single game. The Chiefs swept them last year. I think they swept them the year before that. I think that the Chiefs are due for a loss against the Chargers. Division games are always close. The Chargers have been consistently good for the last several years, ever since getting Herbert. So, yeah, I mean, you first 6 games, you got the Lions, Eagles, Ravens, Chargers. If you can come out of that 4-2, I say that's a win for the Chiefs. So I think through these first 6 games, you'll see a loss against Detroit, a loss against Baltimore. Now on to Las Vegas. Las Vegas, they'll be a better team this year. They just will be. They acquire Ashton Genty in the draft, one of the highest rated running backs coming out of the draft in several years. Dominated at Boise State. No doubt the Raiders will be a better team this year than they were last. And they always play the Chiefs close. I mean, always. That being said, I think the Chiefs will get a... Oh, that's not a light green. I think the Chiefs will get a W in this game to move to 5-2 on the season. Next up, you have the Washington Commanders at Arrowhead. A lot of questions revolving Jane Daniels going into his sophomore year. C.J. Stroud in his rookie year had a great opening rookie season. Kind of took a step back in his sophomore year. That's why they have the phrase sophomore slump. It's not an uncommon theme to see second-year quarterbacks struggling in the NFL. But they're a great team. They made the NFC Championship game this past season for a reason. It's because they have turned it around and they've become a really damn good team. I think the Commanders are going to win over the Kansas City Chiefs. And just so you know, I have not prepared these picks at all. I am totally freeballing it. But I think the Chiefs are 5-3 at this point in the season. Next up, you have the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo in the regular season, which, if you're a Chiefs fan, you know we never win these games. Never. Even if it's at Arrowhead. These regular season against the Bills, you never win these. Last time they beat the Bills in the regular season was the COVID year, 2020. But can you be mad about it? Because if you play them in the playoffs, you beat them every time. It's almost like this weird trade-off where, okay, we'll take a regular season loss, but we'll beat you in the playoffs. It's every single year. It's hilarious, but it's every single year. So I've come to accept a regular season loss against the Bills as a blessing in disguise, honestly. I think most Chiefs fans have. I think a lot of Chiefs fans kind of hope we lose to the Bills in the regular season just because the luck turns around in the playoffs. So I'm going to give the Chiefs an L on this one as well. Let's see. That makes us 5-4 going into the bye week. And this is where I think the Chiefs really turn on the Jets down the final stretch of the season. Andy Reid is notoriously great at winning games coming off of a bye week. This one's going to be in Denver. A lot of analysts, a lot of professional analysts I've noticed are picking the Broncos to not only dethrone the Chiefs, but to win the division this upcoming season, which I think is ridiculous. They're a much better team this year, no doubt about it. They are on the rise. Bo Nix was incredible last year, but again, questions about a sophomore slump perhaps. They'll be a good team. They should have no problem being a wild card team this year. But they're not the Chiefs. Chiefs win this one. Next game, Indianapolis Colts. Now, I think I was originally going to give this one a loss to the Chiefs because if you've been a long Chiefs fan, you know that the Indianapolis Colts, just for whatever odd reason, they have the Chiefs number. Mahomes has never beaten the Colts in the regular season in his career. He's played them twice in the regular season, lost both games. And they were just like terrible performances by Chiefs. It wasn't even that the Colts played great games. It was just the Chiefs played so bad these games. Only time Chiefs have beat the Colts with Mahomes has been in Mahomes' first ever playoff game. It was the 2020 or 2018 divisional. That trend's got to change. Chiefs are going to win this one. Next up, you have the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be good this year. They lose Micah Parsons, so what? They'll still be good. They're always good. But the Chiefs are better. This one's on Thanksgiving. It's in Dallas. It'll be a tough one, no doubt. But I have no problem confidently saying the Chiefs are going to win this one. So coming off the bye week, I have them on a 3-game win streak. Now they go back home to Arrowhead to play the Houston Texans. And the Texans are another team that always... It's a weird trend with the AFC South. It's the Texans, Colts, and Titans that always give the Chiefs problems in the regular season. Every time without fail. Jaguars are the one exception. The Chiefs usually beat the Jaguars. Mahomes hasn't lost to the Jags yet. It's been... Actually, I can't even remember the last time the Jaguars beat the Chiefs. It's been a very long time. But the other 3 teams in that division, Colts, Titans, Texans, they always play the Chiefs tough for God knows why. I remember the Chiefs in 2021 going to overtime at Arrowhead against the Titans when they had Malik Willis starting. Barely won that game. Ridiculous. But of the teams, I think the Chiefs struggle the least amount with the Texans. Yes, these games are always close, but the Chiefs usually win them. I think they'll win this one too. Back to LA for the second matchup of the Chiefs-Chargers this season. The Chiefs have swept the Chargers 2 years in a row now. Could be 3. I know at least the last 2 years the Chiefs have swept. They've got a win streak going against the Chargers. At some point that's going to break. I don't think that's going to break this season. I think the Chiefs win this one as well. So I've got 5 straight wins coming out of the bye week after a tough first 9 weeks of the season. And then you go to Tennessee. At this point, I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-4. Up to 10-4. That's where I have them right now. And they're going to Tennessee now. And like I just said, the Titans always give the Chiefs some struggles. Always do. Can't explain it. It's weird science, but it's just that's how it is with the Titans. They have a rookie quarterback in Cam Ward this year who was dominant with Miami. I personally watched Cam Ward beat the living shit out of my college, USF, in Tampa last year. It wasn't a very fun game to watch for me. But the guy is good. I don't know how his talent will translate to the NFL, but he's good. I think he's better than Malik Willis will be. And for the life of me, I cannot understand why the Chiefs always struggle against the Colts and the Titans, but we play both of them this year. I don't think we're beating both of them. History suggests you lose at least one of those games, so for some odd, stupid reason, the Chiefs will lose to the Titans. Whether that is a bad game on the Chiefs' end or the Titans just having the Chiefs right, I think a lot of it can be attributed to the fact that it was Mike Vrabel who was a part of the Andy Reid coaching tree, and Mike Vrabel just always had Andy Reid's number when it came to head-on-head in the coaching in these games. It's weird. You don't have Vrabel anymore. He's a Patriot now. But I still think the Chiefs just, for some odd reason, struggle against the Titans. I think they'll lose that one. Back to Denver against the Broncos. And I think Broncos are good, man. They're good. They played. Let's put it this way: the first game the Chiefs beat them, right? Yeah, because the oh my gosh, the blocked field goal game. That's what that was. So the Broncos should have won that game. They had a game-winning field goal lined up and it got blocked. That was crazy. I'm just now remembering that. And then the second game, it was all the starters were rested. You had Carson Wentz playing that whole game, and the Chiefs just got obliterated. It was a must-win for the Broncos. It was meaningless for the Chiefs. And the Chiefs actually, I think, kind of preferred to lose that game because it knocked Cincinnati out of the playoffs. You know, all these Cincinnati fans talking about, oh, the Chiefs lost on purpose because they don't want to play the Bengals in the playoffs. And here I am thinking to myself, dude, take the butt plug out. We don't care about you. We really don't. If we had to play in the playoffs, so be it. We're not scared of you. We just don't like you. You've been assholes to us since you got Joe Burrow, and we don't like you. I'm not saying the Chiefs threw the game. Of course they didn't. It was meaningless. They didn't have any starters in. It is every NFL team with a brain, when they are locked into their seed, rests their starters when they don't need to play them. You're not playing for anything. Why would you risk injury to your starters? It's common sense. So for the Bengals and their fans to suggest the Chiefs did it intentionally to tarnish their playoff hopes, that's one-way ticket to the psych ward, dude. Chiefs sweep the Broncos this year. I don't give a shit. Chiefs sweep the Broncos this year, which puts them at 11-5 going into the last game. Now, the Chiefs, if my predictions are accurate here and they're 11-5 with one game to play, they'll have a playoff spot locked up. They'll likely have the division locked up too. But I don't think they'll have the 1 seed locked up. I don't see that happening. I think the Bills or the Ravens will most likely have the 1 seed this year, just because it's so hard to win it every year. Chiefs won it last year. I don't see them winning it back-to-back years. It's too hard to do. It really is. That being said, I think that they finish strong. They play all their starters in this game, and they sweep the entire division this year. Those are my predictions. 12-5 for the Chiefs. I think we're looking at the 2 or 3 seed. Doesn't really matter because they're going to win the division like they always do. The only reason the Chiefs don't win the division, or dare I say miss the playoffs, is if Mahomes gets his season-ending injury early in the season. That is the only scenario in which the Chiefs don't win the division. For anybody to suggest, right, that the Chiefs won't win the division. Oh, the Broncos are better. They'll win it. Oh, the Raiders have gotten better. They could probably win it. No, you're full of shit. The Chiefs, as long as they have Mahomes, should have no problem at all winning the division. How many times did Brady not win the division? Let me look this up because I genuinely don't know, but it couldn't have been very much. I don't want to word this. It was twice, 2002 and 2008. So that's ridiculous. Did they? What was their? So it was. I want to say it was. Yes, so it was. They won 11 straight from 2009 to 2019. He only did not win the division twice. And in one of those years, mind you, the 2008 season, Brady got hurt in the first game of the season. He was out for the year. So, realistic, dude, Brady only lost the division in his rookie season. Or was that his rookie season? No. But point stands, Brady lost the division one time in his entire career with the Patriots. One time. And now we're going to sit here and act like the Chiefs are going to be dethroned. Why? Because the Broncos got better. The Raiders had a decent offseason. The Chargers are good. Who the hell cares? You think the Jets, Dolphins, and... Hell, what's the other team in that division? The Bills, the Jets, Dolphins, and the Bills didn't try to compete against Brady in those 19 years that he was on the team and try to get better and have good years. You think the Patriots just cruised to a division championship every single season? No, it doesn't work like that. There were definitely seasons like the Chiefs where it was cruise control and the rest of the division did suck. But for 19 years, you mean to tell me every single year the rest of your division sucked? No, that's not how it works. It's just Brady was better than everybody else. And that's how it is with the Chiefs. Mahomes is better than every other quarterback in this division. He's clutch. He finds ways to win games. The team is going nowhere. They haven't fallen off. They've gotten better since last season. I think it's lunacy to suggest that the Chiefs will not win the division. As long as Mahomes stays healthy. So, that's my predictions. Nice little 30-minute stream here. If you tuned in, thanks for watching. The Chiefs play in an hour and a half. Can't wait. I hope these predictions are wrong and they win every game, but I know every fan base hopes that, and it's not true. I think we're realistically looking at 12-5, maybe 13-4. I could see the Chiefs beating the Lions or the Commanders or the Titans. I put losses in here. The games that I think we absolutely will lose are Baltimore and Buffalo. I think those are non-negotiables. The Chiefs will lose those. But if you're the Chiefs, who cares? Because it's January and February that matters, not October and November. So, with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. I'm going to keep this up so you can continue to watch it after the fact. But yeah, this is going to be a good season. I can feel it. It's a redemption arc. I think the Chiefs are going to be better this year than they were last year. I may not show it on the record sheet, but the talent this team has now has just gotten better. And we have to cherish and enjoy every single game that the Chiefs play because, dude, Mahomes is already in year 8 as a starter. That's crazy. He's not getting any younger. He's probably getting to that halfway point in his career, which I can't believe I'm saying because it feels like just yesterday I was on my couch watching the Brett Veach and John Dorsey trade up to the 10th overall pick to draft Mahomes. But time flies when you're having fun. Is that what they say? and I'm having fun being a Chiefs fan this past decade. So I will see you in the next one. I'll try to get a recap out soon for however this game ends tonight, but I'm feeling a win. I'll see you then. Go Chiefs! All starts tonight, baby. Let's go!